So looks like we are live. Hi everyone.
Hi, do we have anyone?
Oh yay.
Hi,
Hi
Isha.
Isha.
Hi,
Hello. Hi Radhika.
Radhika.
Hi mom. So we're just going to wait for everyone to join in, and we are so excited about today. Oh hello there. Hi. Hi.
Hi.
So we
Thank you
have
so
some
much.
amazing people from UK on this call on from Germany. Wow, how cool is
Hi,
that?
Mom.
So our moms are here. Hey, hi everyone. So
Hi.
let everybody join in and
Thank you so much, guys, for joining in.
so excited to have you. Actually, we're so excited about this call today. So let's see what
Let's.
this call creates for all of us.
Thank you, Radhika.
We're also very excited. So
Excited
excited.
to
Yay.
contribute to all of you today.
Yeah, and wondering what contribution can you all be to us and to
Today.
each other.
Hi,
Hey,
Nehal.
hi. All
Hi,
right.
Keenu.
All right.
Okay.
So, as everybody joins, we would like to introduce us to you. I'm Aanchal,
Hi, I'm Jessica.
and we are Access Consciousness practitioners, certified Theta Healers, and we've been in the study for the last 5 years, five, six
More,
years,
more, more.
and it's been such a journey. And today we are here talking about relationships.
Yeah. How does it get better than this?
So it's Valentine's week.
Yes, and love is in the air. Everybody has their hearts on their sleeves. And this week is all about expression. Every day there's a new day. There's a hug day, there's a chocolate day, there's a teddy day, there's a rose day.
Hmm.
So many ways people are trying to express their love. They're trying to celebrate their love. It's all about expressing your love to the other one and actually celebrating it and being in gratitude of it.
So, why don't we take this opportunity that this is a time of expression? So, we also want to bring out everything that's been lying suppressed in your energies for so many years and lifetimes, everything that you've buried in your spaces, all the knowing that you have about your relationships, but you haven't been acknowledging it for all this while. Are you ready to bring all of that up? Are you ready to surface everything? Because this is the time of expression. So, let's
So,
go with it.
So what happens is, we get so busy in our daily lives, doing our daily chores, taking care of everybody, playing the roles which we have assigned ourselves, be it of a mother, a father, a husband, a child, a boss, a colleague. We get so busy in actually implementing these roles, we stop being connected to ourselves. We stop being present with ourselves. We stop acknowledging our own thoughts, feelings, and emotions.
So, when we talk about being present is just the state of being aware about your relationships, of where you stand in your relationship, of whether this relationship is adding value to you or it's just a habit or just a routine. Is your relationship a comfort zone? Or is it actually creating something, a joyful experience for all the members who are a part of this relationship? Is your relationship a stagnant place, or is your relationship is it in motion? So when you be present with the energy of your relationship, when you just press the pause button and be available, be present in the moment, you actually capture all the energies about your relationship, which we are actually not even acknowledging because we are busy in the speed of our lives. We are so busy running our daily chores, like she said, and we have actually no time to pause and look back and reflect on our relationships.
So just to let you all know, we are coming with a one-day workshop of all about creating joyful relationships. It is an open invitation for everybody to join in, whoever wants to actually create joyful relationships for them or to turn your relationships into more contributing ones. We're doing this on Friday on the 12th of Feb, which will be facilitated on Zoom. And after this live, we will be giving you all the details. But I just want to know why. Why are we stressing so much on the importance and significance of joyful relationship? Why is it so important? I'm sure everybody wants to know that why are we even doing this workshop? Why are we doing this live? What is the importance of this joyful relationship?
So, as per a study of Harvard School that was initiated in 1938, there was a group of Harvard researchers who came together and they started interviewing a group of teenage men from all walks of life, American men from rich families, from poor families, men who were fighting for the civil war at that time. So it was a huge study undertaken with interviews, with questionnaires, with videotaping their lives, and they have been doing this study. That study exists even till today. It's going to be more than 85
And
years, and
started in
this,
1938.
yeah, so it's been carrying on for so many years and it exists even till date. It's been one of the longest studies on human beings. And the entire study was focused on to finding out what is it that creates a joyful life. What is it that gives you a longer, joyful, happier life? And you can actually be healthy. What is it that gives you great health? What are those factors?
You will all be surprised that it is not the money, it is not the amount of wealth, it is not the amount of fame, but actually the quality and the number of close relationships you have in your life which contribute to having a happy and a long and a joyful life. And what it is all about the number of close relationships which you have, which you can count on. It is not about the quantity of those relationships, it is not about the number of people you're surrounded with in the form of family, friends, colleagues. It is all about the quality of those close relationships. It is about the essence of those close relationships, the value of those close relationships, which actually determine your joy.
So, if we personally ask each one of you, what is it that you truly want out of your life? I think all of us would have a similar answer. We'd all say, oh, I want to have health, I want to have joy, I want to have ease in my life, I want to have a fun life. So, on the basis of this Harvard study, having a joyful relationship, having contributing relationships is the most important factor in creating a joyful life. So here we are in this moment trying to look back into our lives, all the days that we have lived and all the future that is awaiting us, so that we can create a joyful relationship which will actually lead to a joyful life.
So, one sec, let's take a moment first. Let's get present with ourselves and let's just ask ourselves, what does relationship mean to you? What do you mean by a relationship? I know a lot of people will be thinking a relationship is all about being connected with each other. Even the Oxford Dictionary describes the definition of relationship as a state of being connected, a state of being in connection, a state of belongingness, a state of being parallel.
So imagine the words that she just used: parallel, connection, alignment. These definitions of being in a relationship, being aligned, being connected, being in a constant state of that parallel situation that is implanted onto us. We are so programmed to be in connect, always be in a connect. These are programmed onto us very, very firmly, and probably by our families, by our parents. And when you are growing up being a part of a family, you are told to be like the family members, you are told to be like each other, behave like each other. It's very subtly put into your system that you are supposed to be alike. And the moment you start doing something different than your family members, you are easily considered as the misfit of the house.
Like, take the example of a friend's relationship also. There is so much of a need to follow everybody's likes and dislikes, to have common interests, similar interests, have fun doing the same things. And if you don't do it, you're considered as the odd one out.
Yeah.
Ask yourselves, how many of you, when you got into marriage, how many of you, when you start looking for a partner, you're always looking for some common interest or hobby.
Yeah.
We are always looking out for people who are of the same religion, the same culture, the same social status. Why? Because we want to start our relationship based on some common point, some common link, some common interest.
So there is always this necessity to feel aligned, to feel matched, to feel similar, to be able to create a relationship. Now, doesn't that seem like a lie? We want to actually just break open all of these myths and all the illusions that we are living with about relationships. So, a relationship in the reality that we live in, doesn't even allow you to be different. Every time you are different, it is seen as a wrongness. You are different, that's you're being a misfit, you're the odd one out, you're the black sheep, this is wrong, this is terrible. And the moment we are judged with such strong words, we go back to being aligned. Now, understand this. The definition of relationship as per access consciousness, Like we said, we are certified practitioners of access consciousness, which is a wonderful, wonderful modality, and it just expands your life in so many ways. Your awareness is, I think, shooting up the
Shoots up.
sky, and it is such an empowering modality of healing. I think it just makes you create something new every moment of your life.
It
You
is
grow, grow,
actually a
grow.
way of life. It's actually become a way of our lives.
Exactly. And when you hear the definition of relationship as per access consciousness, you kind of be, okay, what the hell are they talking about? So just now we use words like relationship is connection, relationship is, there's some noise in the background. Our little
One
girls
second.
are playing. So sorry about that. So, like I was saying, access consciousness defines relationship as being a little different, as allowing you to be different. It allows differences. It allows you to have a slight amount of separation and have your little bit of individuality without having the need to always be on the same page, without having the need to always be like each other, be aligned with each other, be similar with each other, mimic each other. That is what access consciousness defines a relationship as.
It could be in any relationship between a husband and wife, relationship between two friends, two colleagues, or even a parent and child. A relationship is all about looking at those differences, how different you both are, and acknowledging them, and actually being in allowance of those differences, honoring the other person for their differences rather than wronging them for their differences. It is so funny when all of us while growing up somewhere have been conditioned that relationship is all about being connected, where there is no space for differences. Like, even if you go to a marriage counselor, they will always try and get the couple on the same page. They will always try and emphasize on the fact that you need to align and agree with each other, you need to sacrifice and compromise for each other, because you need to fit into each other's lives.
So, the study of access consciousness right now is absolutely negating the need to be constantly on the same page. It shows you a possibility to add value to each other, even from different wavelengths, and knowing that not necessarily one has to be right and wrong in a relationship. And knowing that you can add value to each other without giving up parts of your own joy. That is what a relationship truly is.
So, are you all now ready to stop buying the lies that relationships are all based on common interest and similarities? Even the workshop which we are holding will help you, give you clarity on these. Because what happens is, when you get into a relationship based on a common point and a common interest, over time people change, which they are allowed to change.
Yeah.
And somehow you start losing on those common interests, you start losing on the points where you actually started getting connected. So what do? You either break that relationship, run away from that relationship, or you start fearing that the relationship will break. My partner will leave me. So what happens? You start suppressing your desires, your emotions, your feels, what you want, your differences, just so that you can please the other person, you can align with the other person, just to make that relationship work. But
So,
now
let's
just ask yourself, is this relationship truly working for you? The times you are suppressing your needs and desires just so that you want to please the other person, is it actually working for you?
and to know your relationships better, to understand where you stand in your relationships better, let's do a fun exercise.
Oh, this is my favorite.
Yeah, so, just for this moment, be present with all the close relationships of your life. Think about your children, your parents, your friends, your siblings, your spouse, your business partners, all the relationships that hold a lot of value in your life. Just be present with the energy of all of that. And now think of all of those common factors that brought you into this relationship. All the common factors that got you in this relationship in the first place. So when you got married, what were those links that got you married? Your best friend today, what are the reasons that you are best friends today? Just think about all of those commonalities and all of those binding factors that are holding this relationship in place.
And think again, are you still trying to keep those common factors in place? And then there are so many relationships, just ask yourself, do the common factors really exist now? And if they don't exist, is there a distance in your relationship? Has your relationship become less fun? Is there less comfort in your relationship? Are you guys feeling less connected with each other because those common points don't exist anymore?
So, we're doing this workshop actually to melt away all of your rigid definitions that you have about relationships, all the points of views, all the opinions, everything that you have decided and concluded that a relationship is, and what a good relationship must feel like, must be. We're just putting that away and giving you an entirely new perspective on what a relationship is and how can you create joyful relationships for yourself, and how can you actually turn your existing relationships into something greater, something more wonderful. So, we're talking about contributing relationships, we're talking about creationships. Now, we'll explain a little bit about
So,
that.
what is a contributing relationship? A contributing relationship is a relationship wherein you add value to each other by just being you. There is no space of pleasing the other person, proving yourself to the other person, always trying to align and agree with the other person, always looking out for something common with the other person. It is all about expanding each other. You are together for the joy of it rather than being in the necessity
Necessity of
of
it,
it.
yeah.
It is all about honoring each other's differences and contributing to each other from different pages, different wavelengths.
So the workshop that we're having on Friday at 6 p.m., it's going to be a 2 hour, 1.5 to 2 hours workshop wherein we will be sharing certain tools and techniques with all of you to turn all of your existing relationships that are pretty much in a stagnant mode. We're gonna get them running. We're gonna put all your difficult relationships, we're gonna get them into a mode of ease, into a mode of contribution. We will be turning your difficult relationships into contributing relationships. And there are some fun tools and techniques, some fun questions that you can ask every day that will turn everything around for you. Just the energy will start to shift. And everywhere that you have decided that, okay, so if you're looking for a guy, for example, you want to be married, you're looking for a suitable boy, all your definitions of what is suitable, everything will melt away. All of the baggage of what a relationship must be and what a relationship must look like, all of that will start to dissipate. Everywhere, for example, you think I must bring up responsible and good children, and I must always hire the right employee for my business. I must always have that kind of a friend who truly feels me and understands me. All of those rigidities that you live with that make you so limited, we want to push that all away so you can actually choose without any limitations. Choose creationships, choose contributing relationships.
Of course, there are no fixed procedures, no formulas, no
Yeah.
algorithms that we will be giving you to, create a joyful relationship. It is all about giving you certain questions which will automatically create the awareness for you as to which action is required of you to have a joyful relationship in your life, to create a contributing relationship in your life. We will be discussing a lot of elements which will help you turn your existing relationships into creationships.
Now, as the word is creationships, it's actually a beautiful word that we learned while we were studying our different modalities, and it's kind of stuck to us
Yes.
completely. So creationship is when you create together, create a joyful experience together, when you just be in somebody's life, and you being there, your mere existence is a gift to you and to them. It's so effortless, there is this sense of ease in this word when you're just being the gift by being present. And how many of you right now think that that's really not possible, because you have believed that relationships are supposed to be complicated and messy, and you need to do a lot of working, and you must take therapy and counseling to make your relationships move on. Otherwise, you kind of get stuck. It's not so easy to just be present in a relationship, just be available, and just your existence can be a contribution to a relationship. Well, creationship actually is when you are just being you and adding value. So, yeah, it's just being yourself and adding value. That is how easy the energy of creationship is.
And also keep in mind, creationship is not about all the romantic relationships.
No, no.
Creationship starts with you. How you be with you. How much do you honor your differences without wronging yourself all the time, without blaming yourself, without feeling guilty of being you? How much do you honor your differences without having the need for somebody's validation, without having the need to actually align and agree with your partner just so that you can be you?
So, in the workshop, we're going to break down all the lies, all the
Oh
myths,
yeah,
all
I'm
the
so looking
rigidities,
forward to that.
all of that we're living with for so many years, and all of those implants, like, that artificial conditioning that we were brought up with, that we are living with till today. And we're going to do that damage to our kids also, for
Oh
sure,
yeah.
if we go on living with those kinds of rigid points of view. So before we sign out today from this call, and thank you to everyone for
Yes.
attending, and so looking forward to having you all on the workshop. So before we sign out today, let's do another exercise. This is my favorite one.
And this is
And
one exercise we recommend you do every day.
so again, get present, get very, very
Just close
present
your eyes.
with all the close relationships of your life. Okay, so just think about again all the people who are coming into your mind. They could be probably not in your relationships as of now. They must have moved out, you must have moved on. But still, just think of all of those relationships that are coming to your mind. Just think, get present with it. And now think of all of those relationships that have been creationships for you, all the relationships that have been adding value to you for so many years, and you've not really acknowledged it, not really had gratitude for them. All the relationships that have been such a contribution to your life, all the relationships that you have been adding value to, get present with the sense of joy that those people bring into your life. Just think about it and get present with the energy of that. You can shut your eyes. That works best for me when
Yes.
I am being present and I try to sense everything. You can just take a sit, just sit back, shut your eyes, and just sense all of those emotions, feelings, memories. Sense them all in your space.
Also, now I would like all of you to get in touch with all your difficult relationships. All the relationships wherein you have stored all the anger, all the rage, all the hate, all the jealousy. Every time you have been controlled in your relationships. Every time you have given your power to your partner in your relationship. Every time you have been abused in your relationship. Every time you have blamed yourself in a relationship. Every time you have suppressed your desires in a relationship. Every time you have given up parts of yourself just so that you could align in that with the person in the relationship, just to make that relationship work. How many of you have already always suppressed your needs and desires, all the sacrificing energy, all the compromising energy? Please get in touch. Please get connected with that. Please be present with that. I know it could be a little overwhelming, but just be with the energy of that as well.
So now that you're present with that heaviness that she just spoke about, when you're present with all that misery, the difficulties of your relationship, can you just all of that is that's coming to your space right now, that's coming to your energy right now. Can you just energetically destroy and uncreate all of that by simply saying to yourself that I destroy and uncreate everything that's showing up in my energy? Can we please destroy and uncreate all of that? Just let that go, let that go, let that go. And when I'm saying destroy and uncreate, I really do not mean that you go break up with that person who's giving you so much misery, or go quit that horrible job of yours, or go abuse your boss left, right, and center, or probably file for a divorce, or just run away from your house. That is not what I mean when I say destroy and uncreate.
We
I just want you to destroy and uncreate that dirt, that heaviness, that drama, that trauma that a relationship brings in your life.
we are only asking you to destroy and uncreate the energy of the difficulty and ease in your relationship. All the burden, all the baggage which you have been carrying with you, all the feelings which are suppressed inside you. Please, we are asking you to destroy and uncreate all of that so that from now on you can start afresh. You can now let go of your past and actually start creating a contributing relationship, even with the person who is actually giving you a difficult time in your relationship.
And also, while we destroy and uncreate the negativity of our relationships, let's also destroy and uncreate all of the joy that the good relationships give you. Now, you'd all say, why would I ever do that? That is because a lot of us have subconsciously set standards for our relationship, that okay, this is a good relationship for me, I get a lot of joy out of this relationship, and this is how good it's going to be, it's never going to be better. So can we please destroy and uncreate all of the standards that we have set for our relationship, that this is the only amount of ease and joy and happiness that this person can give me in my life, and nothing more and nothing less. So all the standards, can you destroy and uncreate that energetically, and again be a clean slate so you can always have something greater. Just remember, when something is good, it always has a possibility to be greater.
So just ask this question. Every time you're in a very happy space in your relationship, ask this question. How does it get better than this? What else is possible for me? It will keep getting greater and greater for you. And now that we have destroyed and uncreated all the past relationships, are you all now ready to recreate and create more joyful and more contributing relationships in your life now? Now, as we sign out, we are again inviting you to our workshop, which is on the 12th of Feb on Friday, which is all about creating and creating more contributing relationships for yourself and turning your relationships into creationships.
And it's not going to be like any other relationship call.
Yes.
We were just actually working on it before this session, and it's actually a different energy. It's such a wonderful space, and it's
Like,
been a
I
week that
would
we've
want
been
to tell them even the fact that we are two sister-in-laws doing
yeah.
working together.
So we're not only so we are
Yeah.
related, we're business partners, and we are also sisters-in-law. We are married to the two brothers. So she's married to the elder one, I'm married to the younger one. And isn't this supposed to be a very difficult relationship when it comes to
but
this
can you
reality?
see how much ease? This is what we call a
Yay.
creationship. This is what we call a contributing relationship, because we have no space of judgment in our relationship. We
I think we're
honor-
totally barriers down. We are
Yeah,
so
now we
barriers
are.
down.
So
And
n-
that is so wonderful.
And this is the space of ease where we all want you to be at, to create such. And trust me, creating contributing relationships is so easy because it requires no effort. All you have to be is you, and that's it. There is no pretense, there is no suppressing. You are not pretending to be someone else to please someone. It is all about honoring the other person, honoring the difference in the other person, and adding value to it. And when you do the workshop, you realize, wow, this is so easy to do. Why the hell did I sacrifice or compromise?
So there is actually a life and a reality beyond sacrifice, compromise, giving up parts of yourself, agreeing and aligning, which is what we want to throw light to in our workshop. So all of you, please, if you have anything that you wish to ask us, I think we'll just take
Another 10 minutes.
another
because-
5-10 minutes. Just answer a couple of questions which will obviously contribute to everyone that's listening to this call right now. If you have any personal queries, please feel free to DM us. You can sign up for the workshop immediately. We will be sharing all the details of the workshop very, very soon, right after this live. You can please book a personal session for yourselves with us. We are facilitating right now on Zoom worldwide. Coronavirus has really
Yes.
contributed to our lives. We were never doing this before, but thanks to the lockdown, we started working online, and we have clients from all over the world now. And how does it get any better than this? It's just
See, this is
super.
what we mean. It going good, but we're always looking for something greater. So please ask this question every day. How does it get better than this?
So I think everybody right now is barriers up.
Yeah.
The questions are not flowing in, but that's cool. We'll save it for the workshop. And do message us with any personal queries that you have, like I said, and we're always here for you. Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
so much, everybody, for joining in. Thank you so much. Thank you,
Thank you.
Namrata.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. See you.
See you. Bye.
Bye.
Take care. Have
Bye.
a good day. Happy creating, contributing relationships. And
Yay.
please do this exercise every day at night. Every day at
The
night.
destroying and uncreating the energy of your relationships, the good and bad energy. Do that on a regular basis. That is wonderful. So hope to see you all at the workshop, and it's going to be awesome. Oh, so we have a question coming up: how to behave at home if mom-in-law and sister-in-law both don't respond to their daughter-in-law. Wow. Okay. So
You want
what
to-
response do you want from them? Is
Yeah.
your response a validation that you need from them? Those are some questions you ask. What do you mean by response? A lot of people want validation from other people. Am I doing a good job? Am I good enough? Is that the kind of validation that you are looking for from people? So it's going to be amazing because we will be talking about getting out of the need of validation. And somebody asked, how
One
do
to
I
forgive.
forgive?
All you have to do
Forgive.
is ask every day, what will it take for me to let go of all the hurts of my past now? And what will it take for the other person now to contribute to me? Or how can I contribute to this person now?
And when we talk about forgiveness, forgiveness is always an after effect of being angry. Forgiveness is always an after effect of being so full of rage, fury, resentment. We are going to destroy and uncreate these overwhelm of emotions from the very core. And when that doesn't exist in your space, there is no need to forgive. Now, I know these may seem like a very, very superior space of energy, but can you please wait just another
Just
two
wait for
days?
2 days and you will have all your answers, because we will be talking every aspect of a relationship in detail. And we will be talking about all kinds of relationships.
The only way to forgive is to have allowance, and we have a huge part
Yeah,
of the call that is dedicated
elaborated
to
to
allowance,
allowance.
because it's one of the greatest, most supreme areas of consciousness that you can reach to when you start having allowance. So
So,
thank you for
so well,
those.
and again, I'm saying it's an open invitation for everybody. We are not just addressing romantic relationships. We are addressing all kinds of relationship with your in-laws, with your kids, with your boss, with your colleagues, with your friends, any relationship, and we will help you turn your relationship into a contributing relationship, into a creationship.
So
Thank you so much,
thank you so
everybody, for
much,
joining
everyone.
in.
See
Thank
you.
you. See you all. Take care. Bye. Have a good day.
Bye.
See you. Bye.
Bye.